Team, it's Miss Cashin. Happy Fun in the Sunday. I hope you enjoy these sunglasses that I found cleaning out Cornell yesterday. I have no clue whose they are, so if they are yours, feel free to leave a comment on the YouTube video. And my super cool tank top from several years ago, because this is what I would wear to the beach. All right, make sure you have a pencil and some paper, and we will jump in. There were 6 shelves at the candy store. Each shelf had 8 Kit Kats. How many Kit Kats were there? Before you start solving this problem, make sure that you have a really clear number sentence and a strategy to solve. When I show you the way I solve it, I'll show you 2 different strategies. But you should start with a number sentence and you may begin. I'll give you about 2 minutes to solve this. All right, let's jump in and see how we can solve this problem. So I'm going to start by doing exactly what I told you to do. I'm writing a number sentence, which is 6 times 8 equals 8. And I know, I'm sorry, equals blank. And I know that's true because these are the 2 different parts. I have 6 groups of 8 Kit Kats. And I need to figure out how many Kit Kats there were altogether. Now, the first strategy I want to talk about is literally just drawing to represent this. So I'm going to draw 6 shelves, 3, 4, 5, 6, because it says there are 6 shelves, so I know there are 6 groups, and there are 8 in each group. So I'm going to draw 8 on each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And of course, I don't really need to draw Kit Kats because that would take forever, so I just drew dots to represent. And then I can count them. Now, another strategy, and I can do that by counting by 8s right here. 8, and another 8 is 16. Another 8 after that would be, another 4 is 20, so, and 4 more would be 24. 24 plus 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32. I know 32 plus 8 is 40 because 2 plus 8 is 10, and then 40 plus 8 is 48. So that's one strategy to solve. Another strategy would be to count by 8s 6 times, which is pretty much what we just did here. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. And that would work because I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or I could count by 6 8 times. 6, and then 12, and then 6 more than that would be 12 plus 6, which is 18. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I know that 24 plus 6 is 30 because 4 plus 6 is 10. 30 plus 6 is 36. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, I forgot 5. How embarrassing. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. And then 42 plus 6 is 48. And I know that because 2 plus 6 is 8. And that is how I can get to 48. You can solve that in multiple ways. I think that skip counting is probably the fastest one. And I also just always remember in my mind 6 times 8 is 48. And that's a really easy way to remember a trickier problem as well. Okay, this next one involves two different parts. So let's look really carefully. Aza's mom $73 at Jacob's shoes, that's one of Aza's brothers, cost $24. Ari's shoes cost $24. Let's was spent on Aza. How much does Aza's shoes cost? So right now, this is a pretty tricky problem because I know that I have my total, which is 73, but I have two parts right here, and I have a missing part because I don't know how much Aza's shoes cost. So I need to combine these two parts to make just one missing part before I can solve this problem. Take about 2 minutes to solve. Make sure that you combine the missing parts so you only have one missing part, and you can solve for the real missing part, which is Aza's shoes. Go ahead. Okay, let's jump into solving this problem. So I know that 73 is my total, and I know that 24 plus 24 plus question mark is our parts. So right now I have 1, 2, 3 parts and one whole. Is that going to work? No. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add 24 plus 24. I can do that by splitting. 20 plus 20 is 40. 4 plus 4 is 8. Now I have a new number sentence. 48 plus question mark equals 73. That makes sense because Aza's brothers' shoes cost $48 together. So everything that's left over, all of the difference between that and the total is going to be what Aza's shoes cost because all together the two parts equal 73. Now remember, we can never solve a problem with 3 parts. So we had to combine her two brothers' shoe prices into one part. So Aza's shoes could be our missing part and we could solve the problem. Now that we have a number sentence that makes a little bit more sense, there's a couple different ways to solve this. I'm going to go ahead and label part equals whole. Now, one way I can solve this is to subtract the part from the whole. Another way to solve this would be to draw a number line and see how many more I would have to add before I get to 73. Well, let's start with that first. 48 plus something equals 73. So I'm going to add on until I get to 73, and then whatever numbers I've added will be Aza's shoes price. 48, oh, sorry. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I put 43. 48 plus something equals 73. I'm going to start by counting by tens. If I start at 48, how many tens can I go to before I have to stop? 48, 58, 68, 70. Can I go to 78? No, that would be more than 73. I'm going to do 2 hops of 10 plus 10 plus 10, 48, 58, 68. And then once I get to 68, I just need to count on until I get to 73. 69, 70, 71, 72, 73. That was a plus 5 hop to get to 73. So I know that 10 plus 10 plus 5 equals 10, 20, 25, and Aza's shoes cost $25. I did that by starting at the part I know and then adding on, counting on until I got to the total. Then I saw how many I had to add on, and that was my missing part. Now, another strategy you could have done was to start with the total and subtract the part that you know. So 73, which is our whole, minus 48. I can't subtract 3 minus 8, so I go next door, get 10 more. Now I have 6 tens, 10 extra ones. 13 minus 8, let me see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 5, and 6 minus 4 is 2. Either way, my answer is 25. All right, last question. Make sure you pay close attention to the unit. I measured her textbook, and it was 7 inches long. James's sunglasses case was 18 centimeters long. Which was longer? How much longer? Take 1 minute to solve. Okay, so when I started looking at this problem, I was like, uh-oh, something doesn't seem right. When Ari measured her chapter book, it was 7 inches long, and James's case was 18 centimeters long. Now I know that centimeters and inches aren't that different in size, but are they the same unit? No, they're both little units, but they're a little bit different. Can I do just 18 minus 7 to figure out which one is longer? No, because Ari measured in inches and James measured in centimeters. So I cannot just subtract to figure out whose was longer. You can't compare 2 different units. You have to compare the same type of unit. So I don't know whose is longer, and I don't know how much longer because one of them measured in inches and the other measured in centimeters. Now, if one person had measured in feet and the other one in inches, I could definitely compare those two because I know there's 12 inches in a foot. Or if somebody measured something in centimeters and also meters, like we might have done in our classrooms with the easels, I can compare those because I know that there are 100 centimeters in every single meter. But do I know how many centimeters there are in an inch? No. So I can't really compare those two measurements. I don't know whose was longer because they did not use the same unit. You can't measure or compare things that have different units. All right, team. See you tomorrow. Bye.